So tonight I'm making chicken spaghetti. I have 2 of these containers that I froze of that kind of like salsa chicken taco. Here's some chicken stock. I think I might need some. And I shredded some cheese. That's the start, but that's dinner tonight. And I have a can of cream of chicken, a can of cream of mushroom, and a can of rotel. And I think that's all the ingredients you need. So the spaghetti's ready. Here's that taco chicken. Yep, let me open 2. Here's the second one. Ooh. Okay. Can of rotel. I gotta open these. Here we go. Pour that in. I have to scrape that out. Pour that in. Scrape that out as well. Should I open up another one of these? Okay, let me toss that and see how it looks. Poured a little bit of chicken broth just to blend with the soup mixes. Not that much. I want to say put like a half a cup. Now I'm going to pour that in that pan and top it with cheese. Doesn't look great, but tastes great. So here, let's top it on. Cheese all over it. Oh. Cheese makes everything better. That and butter. All right, I have my oven at 395, 400 in yours. I'm going to stick that in there till it's all heated up and bubbly. Oh boy, look at that. Still bubbling. It's probably scorching hot. Yeah, I have no vegetables, so that's pretty much it for dinner. It's not being served with anything. I hope they're happy. I hope they like it. And there it is. I should have added another can of rotel, give it more color, because it looks plain. But that's dinner tonight. So tonight for dinner, I'm making meatloaf and mashed potatoes. We'll get that going in there. This is the meat I bought from Publix. We have company. We like leftovers, so I'm making this entire thing into a few meat loaves so that we can have for the rest of the week. John likes to make sandwiches with leftover meatloaf. So for starters, my meatloaf, which I'll link the video below when I made it. Breadcrumbs. I have 2 eggs in here because there's a lot of meat. Flaxseed. And milk. I don't know if you can see the milk, but there's milk in there. Okay, you can't see the milk. And milk. And salt. And then in my pan, I have some red bell peppers, because that's what I had. Normally I have green, but I had red. And onions. I'm going to put salt. So my mixture is waiting for that pepper onion blend. So some salt. Let those soften up. And then I'm going to add them to my meatloaf mixture. And then form my meatloaves. So that made 3 loaves. Plenty of food. Now I'm going to brush it with barbecue sauce. This is the one I have. I think I don't know. This one, yeah, this one was okay. I like the Trader Joe's one better. And then we drizzle it with ketchup. I got my oven preheated at 395, 400 in your house. There. And now drizzle. Ooh. Ooh, almost dropped the ketchup. Couldn't get a good grip on it. Go, one more. I'm losing hand strength. Jeez. And in the oven they go. For the boys, I'm making broccoli. But for me and John, we have a lot of CSA vegetables. So I'm going to saute some of these baby leeks in butter. Put that up a little more. Is that even on? Yeah, it is on. Okay. So baby leeks. And I have fennel here. And I have sugar snap peas and snow peas. So that's what me and John are eating. So I sliced the fennel. Now you hear the sizzle. It's funny when you cut fennel when it's raw, it smells like black licorice, but when you cook it, you don't smell it or taste that at all. So let that heat up and get translucent. I thought I was taping it. So there you go. Peas, snow peas, in with the fennel and the onions, butter. Gonna add some salt, some pepper, and that's it. Wow, look at that. Delicious. And that is dinner. Hey guys. So tonight for dinner, we're making grilled chicken. And this time I seasoned it with this Chook chicken. It's kind of like a seasoned salt. It smells like it. Got this from the Savory Spice Shop. And since we loved it so much and we still had 4 more cans, I'm making that Parmesan Ranch corn because we had 4 cans from the community pickup. Wanted to get rid of that out of the pantry. But instead of the Parmesan, I think I'm going to put cheddar because I don't really have a lot of Parmesan. I want to save that for Italian. So, and we're doing CSA. Here's some radicchio. CSA salad. Combo CSA / my garden leafy greens. So that's dinner tonight. There we go. So this is 4 cans of corn, half a stick of butter, 1 packet of ranch seasoning, and about a cup of cheddar. Let's see how that comes out. Melting, ooh, melting already. Just gonna cover it while John grills the chicken. That radicchio from the CSA, which was a radicchio, it was huge and it looked like a cabbage, but underneath it does look like the traditional purple with white vein radicchio that we're used to. The only thing is that this one is definitely more leafy texture and not as much cabbage texture that I'm familiar with radicchio. Like I'm used to radicchio being so more, I guess, packed tightly at the core, and this one is very, very loose, very lettuce-like. But it was good. That was the first time the CSA had that. Very good. Smells like chicken out here. Yeah, it looks like we're feeding an army. John does a good job grilling.
Whatever.
Someone's moody.
Well, I was trying to take a nap and you were making a lot of noise in the kitchen.
That's my busiest time of the day. Dinner time. That looks good. So that's the Costco chicken, that bag of frozen chicken. I liked it. It was 20. My God. Pain in the ass. So anyway, it was $23.99 and it had 21 breasts in it. And they were big breasts. Even though it said thinly sliced, they were pretty thick. They were very even though. So that was good. So for cooking, the ones on the grill I actually cut in half. So that's why it looks a lot, because they are big. That looks good. So for each dinner, I made 7 breasts so that we could have a little bit of extra, which they ate for like lunch and stuff like that. And yeah, so that was like 3 dinners for us, that one bag for $23. So I think I'm going to buy it again if they have it. And there's dinner.
Yeah, there's.
Beautiful.
The rest of the chicken on the bone today for it.
Also made a salad, but the boys aren't going to eat it because it's bitter greens. But these are so good for you. You're left-handed. You're blocking my view of your plate.
Well.
There you go.
Well, sorry, you should have gotten Mike. Sorry, you should have gotten Mike. You should know what you were getting into.
Yeah, so it's funny. We're all right-handed except Matthew. So Matthew and Michael are twins, but Matthew came out left-handed. They're mirror images. There you go. And dinner is served. I'm letting them serve themselves this time, so knock yourself out. And there's my plate. So I'm using my tahini garlic dressing. Love it. Hey guys, so a dinner tonight, the day after Memorial Day. I am making just simple, easy peasy pasta with meat sauce. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm using the pasta from my CSA, which is their own kale in a radiatore. That's some local, sorry about that, Nicoletti's, some local pasta company here, uses the CSA kale from Bloomsbury Farm, which is where my CSA is. Hope I didn't confuse you that much with that type of description. But I am browning up some meat. I have onions and garlic. There's 2 garlic cloves and like a half or a third of a huge mammoth onion that I had. And I don't think I need both of these jars, but here's my homemade marinara sauce for the sauce. Got the water waiting to boil, and then we have clearance bread from Walmart. I love clearance bread. I stick it either in the freezer or the refrigerator, so we're going to make some garlic bread with that. And that is dinner tonight. Please, for once, cook and not make a mess. Oops, sorry. Yeah, onion, all in the grate. So I got my onions and my garlic. I put salt in there, let it all cook up. Yeah, this is Costco meat. I notice it's pretty lean. It doesn't really spew out a lot of oil. Publix meat spewed out a lot of oil last time I used it. But this gives it flavor. And just like that, dinner is ready. Ooh, that's some good pasta. I hope they give it out again the next one. And there's dinner. Look how beautiful. Hey. Parmesan. real Parmesan because I can't find Pecorino Romano anymore. That's dinner tonight. And just like that, dinner was over. So I did have extra meat sauce. And what's really cool is that, the marinara sauce I make is tomatoes. Yeah, there's a carrot in there or two, onions and garlic, right? And so now with this whole quart of meat sauce, I can make pasta again, or I can heat this up and add sofrito, and now it's empanada meat, picadillo, or heat this up and add taco seasoning, and you got tacos. Look at that. So versatile. Should have made more. Hey guys, tonight's dinner is German burgers. So I will link the recipe that I did, the video that I did before. I have some ground beef. I use some steak seasoning. This came from Urban Market, but you can use any steak seasoning you have. And onions. Mix that all up. No egg or breadcrumbs because then it's like a meatloaf. And then you pan fry it. But with that, I'm going to be making poutine. So poutine is a Canadian French fry dish that is French fries, ground gravy, and cheese. So I figured since I have a bag of French fries and there'll be brown gravy in the German burgers, I'll be making the poutine. The boys are so excited about that. So that is dinner tonight. Burgers are done. So now to the pan, before I burn the house down, I'm going to add some of this bouillon and water. I want a lot of brown gravy.
You should have heard the original sound it made.
Yeah, before I burn the house down. And I'm going to add this bouillon. And then with the water boiling, I'm able to probably scrape off everything that got stuck to the bottom of the pan. All the goodness. There we go. Not pretty, but it will mix very soon. There you go. The lazy way. So for this dish, I want to thicken the gravy. So make a cornstarch slurry. I might have added a lot of water, but that's all right. Cornstarch slurry. So let's thicken that. And then I add the burgers back to finish cooking. He was all about love and all about peace. He did not receive that love and peace from us. So these are the fries I have. The Alexia Smart Classics straight cut fries. Roasted with sea salt, so you don't have to season it. Oops. There you go, last one. Got it on my Pampered Chef dish. Oven preheating to 425. There. So it's thick. It's not that thick, but it definitely thickened up. So now I'm going to add all those burgers back in so they finish cooking. So that is all bubbling and simmering. I'm going to throw these French fries in. So poutine is a Canadian dish. And right before quarantine and social distancing happened, Michael and Matthew went to Canada, to Toronto. And before they went, they looked up what's a famous Canadian or what's a special Canadian dish, and poutine was one of them. And it's basically French fries with brown gravy and cheese curds, which I think are more like mozzarella. But I'm going to put some cheddar. Maybe I'll put mozzarella too. Maybe I'll mix the two. And then, of course, this dish has all the brown gravy. So that's why we're having German burgers and brown gravy. But honestly, burgers are German. I don't know why I'm calling them German burgers. Because burgers are already German. Fries are done. I'm going to add some cheese. Get it all melty. And stick it back in the oven. Probably don't have to. Let's do some cheddar. And I think I'm going to do cheddar and mozz. I'll save that cheddar for eggs or something. Oh, come on. There we go. Mozz. Here we go. Ooh, I'm going to have to cover that spot too. Little there, little there, little there, little there, little there. All right, and then back in. Oh, look at that. So now I'm gonna add some brown gravy. And we could always put a little more when I put it on the plate. Whoa. Whoa.
Are those cheese curds or
That's just cheese. Where do you buy cheese curds?
anywhere?
Isn't cheese curds just cheese, like mozzarella cheese?
I don't know. I know cheese curds is something.
I've never seen in this. It does exist, but I've
I
never.
have seen in the stores cheese curds.
Really, you've seen in the stores cheese curds?
Yes.
Where? What store?
Publix.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look for that. But look at that! And then I made some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli. That's dinner tonight. And look at that poutine with German burgers. Mine has Brussels sprouts. Boys are eating broccoli. And that's dinner tonight. So my lunch, which is way different than what the boys eat, is a salad. And I made some chicken salad. I have some iced tea there. I believe that's like a lemon. And I'm going to have some beet crackers from Trader Joe's. And that is my lunch. Tonight's dinner is leftovers. Got leftover chicken spaghetti. And then I pulled out some sugar snap peas and snow peas from my garden. And I sauteed them in ghee with some onion, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And that is dinner tonight. Hey guys, dinner tonight is chicken, which I'm pan cooking. And I seasoned it with this Pyramid Peak lemon pepper from Savory Spice Shop. And I put a little extra garlic powder in there. And then I'm boiling some water because we're going to do macaroni Alfredo. That's dinner tonight. So that chicken is browning. Pasta is done. So I have this pot heated up. And I have some garlic. And then I have my cheese. Parmesan cheese all shredded. So to make the Alfredo sauce, take this whole thing of butter. About 2 tablespoons. Gonna have to refill that now. Let that get all melty. And then gonna add the garlic. I need 2 hands. So I had about 2 cloves of garlic, and it's gonna heat up in this butter. Did I turn on the right one? Yeah. I'll put it a little higher. Some of my pasta got a little stuck. I noticed that with macaroni. So let the garlic and the butter simmer a little bit together. Okay, so that's, you don't want the garlic to burn. Oops, wrong way. Sorry about that. So now we'll add some heavy whipping cream. I have about, I guess, a pint's worth. will be good. Let that heat up and get warm. And when that's all done, you add the Parmesan or Pecorino Romano or Asiago. They're all similar. And let it melt. So let me get that hot. Now this is warm cream. Now I'm going to add the cheese. Michael stirred it in before I got a chance.
See, it's in there.
It's in there. Oops, where?
Yeah, see?
There.
That's some.
So now the cheese just got to melt. And then we add the pasta back in. And now I added the pasta. So it's just going to simmer and thicken. And that's done. Chicken's almost finished. I picked some salad, lettuce from my garden for a nice Caesar. So I'm going to chop that up. And there it is, plate. Caesar. That's dinner tonight. And that's my plate. I went with the arugula and kale and radicchio instead of the more milder lettuces for the Caesar with the chicken and the Alfredo. And I have my tahini dressing. That's my dinner. Tonight's dinner is pan-cooked chicken again. This time, where did I put it? This time, I'm seasoning it with Hidden Cove Lemon Garlic Blend. Ooh, from Savory Spice Shop. I'm gonna need to get more of that one day. And then I'm making penne alla vodka without the vodka. And that's dinner tonight. So for the alla vodka, I melt some butter, about 2 tablespoons. And then I have some diced onions here that I diced. Whoa, real small. Still didn't get everything off. Okay. Let that simmer. A little bit of salt. Add a little bit of salt. Get that nice and translucent. Then you add tomato sauce. Normally I add 2, but I don't even know why. But I had 1.5. Let that cook up. And then you add heavy cream. Now that it's hot, let's add some cream. It's about a cup of cream. Let that get hot, and then you add the pasta back in. And voila, you got alla vodka without the vodka. It's so good. So good. And you can put parsley. Thinking about it. Maybe I will. Yeah, I put some parsley in it. Ooh, it's getting hot. Turn that off and put the pasta in. There you go. There you go. Delicious. And I made some veggie blend with butter.